G'day, I'm the Night Watchman, discussing cricket history and memorabilia. Today's topic is cricket ashtrays and ornaments. Ashtrays are probably not on the priority list for corporations or sporting associations these days in as far as marketing or commemorating events. So we have to go all the way back to the 1930s when it was quite respectable to market your event with ashtrays, and here we have two that are pretty good, probably the best I've got. This one is, I don't know what the maker is, but as we can see there, it's a ceramic ashtray. It's got the kangaroo and the lion and a cricket bat, quite clearly commemorating the Ashes, and there's no hallmark, there's no maker's mark there. There is a serial number there though. I have seen other versions of this ashtray with the lion and the kangaroo coloured, but that one, the only thing painted there is the bat, of course. And this is the other one. This is a Dawson and Son ashtray. It's quite heavy. It's I believe that it is aluminium, and the inscription is "For the Ashes." It has the lion and the kangaroo with bats and stumps, and the lion and the kangaroo are shaking hands. And that might be wattle around the border, I'm not entirely sure. But it is quite heavy. That's a fantastic memento, probably produced in the 1930s. Now we're heading into an era where we start to get towards the end of when ashtrays were acceptable promotional items, and first on the list is one for the Melbourne Cricket Ground, and this is a centenary test commemoration. There we have it, March 1877, so centenary test that was released along with a mug as well, or a tankard. And that looks like Leisure's Australia, so I'm not entirely sure, it's not very clear. So that was to commemorate the centenary test in 77, and still when it was PC to give out ashtrays with your logo on it. That's the Australian Cricket Board logo from the 1980s. And that's a nice little item. Gold rimmed and no manufacturer's name. Here we've got a variety of ornaments or knickknacks or desk toys, what have you, made of all different kinds of materials. First one at the front is a baggy green cap that was kind of marketed as ceramic, but I think it's more of a resin really. But that's a pretty nice item there with the Australian cricket coat of arms on the front. This one here is actually made of wood, and I think it was probably a hobbyist made these. Well, there you go, 15 bucks, that's what I got it for. Picked this up in a town called Milton on the south coast of New South Wales in a shop, and basically made of wood, probably a wood turner did that, and also the ball, and that's made of wood. So that's not a bad little item, and not mass produced in any way. This is a made in Gloucestershire, England. The original book Works Limited, handcrafted. And I think it might be out of soapstone, but it's a paperweight. And it's got the bat and gloves and ball and stumps. And that's a really nice item there. This is an interesting one. It's just basically a box that also might be painted soapstone. And here we've got the cricket sweater, cap, balls, stumps, bat and gloves. That's a beauty. And lastly, a bit of a desk calendar, and it's also made out of soapstone, I think. Spot to put your pen, and I think I've lost a few of these over the years, but if you're really keen, you can change the day and date every day if you wish. Lastly, this is a fantastic souvenir that I got over from England. I had seen these sorts of ornaments done with baseball stadiums, but never with cricket grounds. So this is a miniature of the Lord's ground, and we can see the way that it was configured probably around the 80s or 90s. We've got the Lord's Pavilion there. We've got the Pelham Warner stand. We've got the old grandstand there, and that's just a beautiful item. As I said, I had seen Yankee Stadium and Fenway Park and Wrigley Field with souvenirs like this, but was happy to pick up this one of the Lord's ground.